thank the board, thank Trinity Community Ministries. I have to get my beautiful daughters who are accompanied with me today off to take their finals. They're one final away from being seniors. Can somebody say woo-hoo? And I am tremendously blessed today to have my mom in attendance as well, Miss May Womack, who is the reason for the season for this cat here. I want you to kind of take your mind into the Beverly Hillbillies theme. Everybody remember that back in the day, Beverly Hillbillies? So this is a story about a guy named Ed, lost and broken, barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was walking down the street and he found this place known as Trinity. House, that is. So he walked through the doors unaware of his might. They welcomed him in with love and a plan. Now Ed stands before you all, a brand new man. Is that we have a problem with the ability to think. And I love playing with words. I got ridiculed for it all my life. And so I'm like, okay, you know what the devil intended for bad, I'm gonna turn it into good, which was one of the things, again, that the Trinity House enabled me to embrace. A lot of the people that are here, Darius, Neil, Jason, have heard me say one of my aspirations is to be a motivational speaker, and it's happening now. The place which Trinity House is embodied was once the place that prepared the body of the ultimate dreamer, Dr. Martin Luther King, where they once prepared the dead, but now they're restoring guys to life, and here you have evidence thereof. But I also understand that I can only keep what I have by giving it away. So ponder, think. And by the time I'm done in the next 2 minutes, I want you to hopefully walk away from here with a whole new understanding and embracing of the word think. So let's start with the T, training. Training is what I do. Training can happen in a number of different ways. Training can happen by reading on your own. Training can happen by going to the internet. Training can happen by interacting with new and embraced people. One of my friends told me, said, if you're the smartest person in the room, you need to find a new room. So that I also have embraced. So let's work with the H, honesty. So TH, training, honestly. Be open-minded. Be aware that no matter how great you may think or appear things are actually happening in your life, if you're honest and take a look in the mirror, not to look at how awesome I might be working with today, but to look inwardly and take an honest look at, am I really experiencing a totally perfect life? Is anybody in the room experiencing a totally perfect life with no flaws? I didn't think so. So there's always room for improvement. The I in think, internalize that training and that honesty that you have embarked upon. Internalize that thing and understand while you're taking that opportunity to internalize what's really important. Before I came to Trinity House, I used to think that money, property, and prestige were the things that drove me. I used to take my position as a way of defining my status, and grant you, I've had some status. I've worked for some of the largest software companies on this planet. This is thereof. I am a life transformer. I have walked the walk and talked the talk on a regular basis. In November, I'll be celebrating 8 years of total sobriety with no minor mood-altering substances. So the N is negotiate with oneself on a regular basis. How many people have ever experienced those warring entities that sit on your shoulder? There's the one that says, oh, you can go ahead and do it. Ain't nothing going to happen. No, don't do that. You know better. You actually have understood that there's consequences. Oh, but the heck with that. Why not just go for it? There's a negotiation that's constantly going on with one another. But if you've taken the time to train yourself honestly, embrace those things that are importantly, you began to negotiate in a more effective way, because he who has the most information wins the negotiation, correct? There's a lot of business people in here that are familiar with that term. And lastly, negotiate with yourself until you come with the outcome that you have arrived at the fact that you know, that you know, that you know. And that would be the K in think. So again, T.H.I.N.K, train, honestly, internalize, negotiate with yourself until you arrive at a point where you know that you know. From May Womack's baby boy, I appreciate your time.